Guess what I just bought? A house for 17,000 euros. Yeah, 17 grand within 30 minutes of the beaches of the Silver Coast. It's a ruin, but here's the thing. This place is 30 minutes from the Silver Coast beaches, less than 1 hour from Lisbon, 5 minutes from the motorway, and in a village with cafés and a bakery, supermarkets, schools, a pharmacy, and all the other amenities that you would need are nearby. I'm at the notary. I have my passport, I have my bank check, and I have a massive smile on my face. Let's go and do this deal. The notary's office is where every property deal in Portugal becomes official. It's by no means glamorous. Paperwork, ID checks, signatures, stamps. But this is where you protect yourself or make a huge mistake. After flipping properties here for years, I've learned never underestimate this step. So why this ruin? Location, location, location. Motorways, beaches, Lisbon, local cafes, all nearby. This is why this deal was an absolute no-brainer. And that's the trick. Don't just look at the walls, look at the lifestyle. This isn't a ruin in the middle of nowhere. It's a ruin in a community where you can walk for coffee, buy fresh bread, and be at the beach by lunchtime. This is the part that most people skip, and it's why they get badly burned. Due diligence, hours of digging and chasing and asking the same questions over and over again until you are 100% sure the deal is good. Let me give you a little example. Ownership. In Portugal, properties can be passed down through generations and generations. And if they inherit that property, it means their spouse, their partner, whether that's husband or wife, also has a legal right to the property. So when you come the day at the notary, everybody has to be there and everybody has to agree to the deal. You get this stuff wrong at the start and you are in deep trouble that you don't own the property legally. Access. So here's a little teaser. This is a property I brought last year. I've ended up flipping it on and reselling it and came off very well out of this project. But when I first bought the property, this is the rear access to my property. There is a house at the front. This is a warehouse at the back. Going back years gone by, this whole area was owned by one family. Hence, they didn't mind accessing each other's property over the other person's land. When the property was split and the parents died, everybody had their own section split off. The problem with my property here that we didn't know at the time, this warehouse, which is a large area of about 100 square meters that we were going to use for storage, is completely legally inaccessible. When we went through the plans and we went through the topographic surveys, we actually owned a strip 30 centimeters wide at the back of the property. There was absolutely no way that we could bring trucks or cars round the back here to access this area. Completely useless, absolutely completely useless. And just so you see, 30 centimeters is a little bit bigger than my shoe. This was my access. This is why due diligence is 100% important. As I said, this is a little teaser. I'm going to do a whole video on this project because it ended up to be one of my most profitable flips to date. Planning. You also need to check what type of property you are buying and what restrictions that type of property has over it. This will massively change what you can rebuild or extend in that property. A mistake here could cost tens of thousands of euros. Let me just take a quick moment to say thanks for watching. This is a brand new channel and we were aiming to put out at least one full-length video every week, plus a couple of shorts to keep things moving. We were also working on some free downloadable guides to make your life easier. And down the line, we will be releasing ebooks and online courses if you want to dive in deeper. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook, where we'll share little updates and behind the scenes bits. If you'd like to support us, the best and simplest way is just subscribe to the channel. It really helps us grow, and it means you won't miss out on anything. All right, let's get back to the video. It's official, the property is mine. A ruin, 17,000 euros, less than 30 minutes from the beach. These are rare finds, but follow me and you will find these opportunities. So exactly what does 17K buy you? Well, let me give you the tour. And as you can see, this one needs a little TLC. Some people see a disaster. I see a license for creative freedom. With the right budget and the right vision, this could be something special. And remember, you can rebuild walls, but you can't move a house closer to the beach, to Lisbon, or to a village with fresh bread every morning. My future plans for the property are still open. I've got a couple of different options. Maybe I'll flip it, or maybe I'll rent it. But for now, the first step is applying for the essential services to get connected. Once that's sorted, I'll run the numbers on both options. Whatever I decide, I'll be sharing every step with you, the real costs, the challenges, the breakthroughs, and hopefully the wins. 17,000 euros means it's cheap. It doesn't mean it's quick, and it definitely doesn't mean it's easy. If you don't do your homework, you could end up with a property you can't even renovate, or even worse, one you don't legally own. Every deal I've done has tested my patience, but if you put in the hard work, the opportunities are still there. Am I crazy? Well, maybe, but I think this house in this location, it is a gamble definitely worth taking. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. This is just the start. I'll be showing you more flips like this all across Portugal. Flipping property here isn't easy, but it is an adventure, and I want to bring you with me. I'll show you the tricks and hacks to find the best deals, how to save money on materials, the paperwork and red tape, and even the techniques and methods of Portuguese construction. Follow my journey and you'll see it all.